today. Alex Arbery, Sarah Rosson, Danielle Caesar, there you go, Brittany Sheldon. Today, as all of you are celebrating this great achievement and are looking towards the future, I want to touch on the importance of the narratives that we tell ourselves, that we have about ourselves, and our community is essential to our individual success. In making this speech, I was thinking about my connection to the community college system, which really goes back to my mom. When I was a toddler, and my mom was 35, she decided to return to school. Both of my parents have been slightly wild, like my parents met at a strip club because my mom happened to be a stripper, kind of wild. Needless to say, my family did not meet the typical mold of family in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I grew up. I grew up in a family that was really struggling for stability. Returning to school is something that I know terrified my mom. She was a survivor of abuse. She had been taught throughout her childhood that, quote, she wouldn't amount to anything. This negative mantra had been repeated numerous times by my mom's father, and it destroyed her sense of self-worth. She had grown up thinking that school just wasn't for her. But when my mom had me, that gave her the courage to go back to school. Her hope for a better future brought her to Salt Lake Community College. It was in this space that she discovered new things about herself, that contrary to what her abusers had taught her, she was smart. She struggled with some classes, but her professors and her fellow students helped her through. She discovered the joy that comes with having your curiosity ignited. My mom completed the RN program and started what would become her lifelong passion for nursing, helping other people, and problem solving through medical mysteries. In thinking of my mom's story, I am reminded of a quote by the late and great neuroscientist Oliver Sacks. It might be said that each of us constructs and lives a narrative, and that this narrative is us, our identities. In the space of a safe setting to learn and a caring community, my mom was able to begin to rewrite the narrative of herself. I can't even imagine a version of my mom that is not a nurse. She became so transformed by her educational experience. When she would describe her patients, first there was that element of the human connection and the payoff that comes from helping someone through a difficult time. And there was also the component of problem solving, of seeing symptoms and trying to understand and unpack what was happening and why. I could see my mom's brain completely light up when she would talk about this. It drove her to constantly research and overshare morbid medical details, something she did my entire childhood and never had the stomach for it. But she did model this lifelong learning and this thirst for knowledge for me, and I'm super grateful for that. I can see some of my students walking into my classes on the first day in a similar way that my mom was entering her classes. I can see the combination of hope and trepidation settled across their faces, and I can hear it in statements like, "I've never done this before," or the classic, "I'm just not good at this." And I explained I was not always good at drawing or painting. I learned and I practiced those things, and I made a lot of mistakes and bad art on the journey towards gaining my skills. Graduates, I want to share this with you as a reminder that learning is a lifelong process. Don't be afraid to learn new things and to challenge the narrative that you have about yourself and to begin to rewrite it. There's really no telling what can happen in life. We can have our ideas and our plans, but life can quickly shift. I found myself here of serendipity. I was told about a job opening at Commencement College through a friend of a friend that I met at a dinner party that I initially didn't want to go to because I was really tired. But I did go, and I did apply for that job, at first an interim position here last spring semester. I applied, I was hired, and then I had about 10 days to find housing for myself, my partner, and our 2 cats. We did miraculously find housing before the start of the semester. I went from teaching at 7 different colleges spread across Los Angeles and Orange County, and coming to Joshua Tree periodically to camp and climb with my partner, to live here full time in an actual house with a shower, not a BLM campground. And then finally having an institution where I could set roots and build community. Be open to those unpredictable opportunities that will come your way. There's no telling what can happen or how your life can change when you're receptive to those serendipitous moments. Life is this roller coaster that we are just on, and there's no telling what path will take us down or up. In this past academic year, I've experienced some of the most intense highs and lows of this life roller coaster ride yet. This past summer, I was hired for the tenure track art professor position. A career dream that I didn't think would happen for some time. In August, I bought a house with my partner, something I thought was never going to happen in my life. In October, me and my partner got married in the backyard of our sweet little home. But among those beautiful moments were some extreme lows too. At the end of August, my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer and told that she had 1 to 2 years to live. I married my husband on October 8th, which my mom was ecstatic to see. It made her so happy. And then my mom died 8 days later on October 16th. That 1 to 2 years became only a month and a half. How do you navigate that whirlwind of loss, something we all at some point in life encounter? I found being a part of a caring community to be essential. Great success and great loss is a part of life. To get through, you need to keep and continue to create your caring community. I could see the caring community that my mom had built for herself with her nursing friends that were literally there with her until the very end. I want to shout out to all the nurses here. I will always be infinitely impressed by the nurses that I have known. The caring community I found here helped me navigate the devastating loss of my mom, with people like Chelsea Chastain stepping up without question, without question to take care of my cats while I was with my mom, with my fellow faculty members and my dean that checked in on me, and with my amazing students. Here I felt unwavering support through both these recent highs and lows of life. The community that we have here at Copper Mountain College is incredibly special. I'm sure all of you have your own stories and versions of how this is a caring community. No matter where you go, whether that's off to start your professional career or transfer on to another school, remember that this community is here for you and cheering you on. My wish for all of you is that you're able to keep navigating this life with hope and courage,